From new healthcare cost rules for refugees to a new citizenship law opening the door for thousands, this episode is packed with updates you should not miss. Hello and welcome to My Consultant Show, your go-to source for monthly updates on Canada immigration. We are starting today's episode with new healthcare cost rules for refugees, followed by changes in business immigration programs, next, Canada exceeding its Francophone immigration target, and we will be discussing a new citizenship law that will allow thousands of people to gain their Canadian citizenship. Let's start with an important update for refugees and asylum seekers in Canada who receive government health coverage. Starting May 1st, 2026, refugees in Canada will need to pay a small part of healthcare cost under Canada's Interim Federal Health Program, also known as IFHP. What is IFHP? The IFHP is a temporary healthcare program run by the federal government. It provides basic and urgent medical coverage to refugees and asylum seekers until they qualify for provincial healthcare. So what exactly is changing in 2026? According to Budget 2025, Canada is introducing co-payments for some services. A co-payment means the government pays part of the cost. The patient pays a small portion. Starting May 1st, 2026, IFHP beneficiaries will pay $4 for each prescription medicine, 30% of the cost for other covered services such as dental care, eye care, counseling, and assistive devices. These payments must be made directly to healthcare providers. Why is Canadian government making these changes? The government says that this step is meant to keep the IFHP financially sustainable and ensure that the program continues for future refugees. The good news is that the essential healthcare remains fully covered for refugees and asylum seekers. They don't have to pay for doctor visits or hospital care. If you are a refugee in Canada, this is what you should do now. If you are covered under the IFHP, use healthcare providers registered with the IFHP. Ask ahead of time if a co-payment applies. Keep receipts for the payments. This will help avoid confusion or unexpected cost. Now let's talk about big changes for entrepreneurs and business immigrants. Canada has recently announced big changes to its business immigration system under the 2026 to 2028 Immigration Levels Plan. Startup visa work permit no longer available. Canada has stopped accepting any visa applications for work permit under Startup Visa program. The only exception, applicants already in Canada who are renewing an existing Startup Visa work permit. New overseas applicants can no longer use this work permit while waiting for PR. Canada will now prioritize permanent residence applications for people who are already in Canada or who already hold Startup Visa work permit. New Startup Visa applications are stopped being accepted after December 31st, 2025. The only exception, applicants who already received a commitment certificate in 2025 but have not applied yet. For everyone else, the program will be closed starting January 1st, 2026. IRCC says that these changes will reduce backlog, improve processing time, and prepare for a new entrepreneur pilot program expected this year. Even though Canada has closed its Startup Visa program, entrepreneurs and business immigrants are not completely out of options. While waiting for the new pilot program to launch, foreign nationals can still explore certain provincial nominee program streams designed for entrepreneurs. possible entrepreneur-focused temporary to permanent residence pathways depending on province and eligibility. Some positive news for French-speaking immigrants. For the fourth time in a row, Canada has exceeded its Francophone immigration target outside Quebec. In 2025, 8.9% of permanent residents outside Quebec were French-speaking. This is higher than government's target. Under the 2026 to 2028 Immigration Levels Plan, Canada will reserve 5,000 additional federal selection spaces for French-speaking immigrants, allow provinces and territories to designate French-speaking candidates, offer these spaces on the top of regular provincial nominee program allocations. Canada aims to reach 12% Francophone permanent residents outside Quebec by 2029. To achieve this, Canada continues to rely on programs such as the French language proficiency category under Express Entry, the Francophone Mobility Program, the Welcoming Francophone Communities initiatives. For French-speaking immigrants, this means more permanent residence opportunities, faster pathways, and stronger support outside Quebec. Finally, a major Canadian citizenship update. If you were born outside Canada and you have a Canadian grandparent, you may now be eligible for Canadian citizenship. Canada has recently passed Bill C-3, which has removed the first generation limit for citizenship. What was first generation limit? In simple terms, it means that if your parent was Canadian citizen by descent, you would often not get Canadian citizenship yourself. This new law removes this restriction for people who were born before December 15, 2025, which means that if you have even one Canadian grandparent, you may now be eligible for Canadian citizenship. Who is now eligible under the new rules? You may qualify if you were born outside Canada, you have at least one Canadian grandparent, you were born before December 15, 2025. If you meet these conditions, you can now apply to the federal government for proof of Canadian citizenship. What happens after you have applied? If your application is approved, you will receive a citizenship certificate. You can then apply for a Canadian passport. You gain the full rights of a Canadian citizen, including the right to live and work in Canada, the right to vote, the right to run for public office. Applications are being submitted online. The current processing time is around 10 months. This new rule gives many people the chance to get direct access for Canadian citizenship before going through permanent residency and reconnects families who were excluded under old rules. That's all for today. Thank you so much for joining us this month. If you are looking for more such updates and information about Canada immigration, then please subscribe to our myconsultant.ca YouTube channel. You can also visit our website myconsultant.ca, where you can find over 4,000 authorized immigration and citizenship consultants, selecting the one that best suits your needs. I am Tina Batra, and I'll see you next month.